think the radio is making me a playlist here. Music. It's perfect for the situation right now. I'm going hiking, by the way. The North River Gorge Trail is where I'm headed. It's about 12.5 miles, so this is going to be the longest day hike that I've ever done, so I'm looking forward to that. It should be interesting. Someone stole my change, boys, just for passing through. The weather is a little bit rainy today, but I'm not too worried about it. You know, if it rains, it'll be nice and refreshing. I've got my rain gear with me, so it shouldn't be a problem. And if it doesn't, it should stay nice and cloudy, nice and cool for me so I don't get too hot. So really, it's a win-win situation. Alright guys, here I am back on the trail now. I've been hiking it for maybe an hour now. Maybe not quite that long. Might have gone 1.5 miles, 2 miles. And you can see right here, this is one of the North River crossings. I think it said that there were going to be 9 of these total. That's really the only tough part of the trail so far. It's been really nice and flat, and you can see there the crossing of the river really isn't even that big of a deal if you time the seasons correctly. Right now I'm hiking this at the end of summer kind of, and the water level is really low, so really you're barely going to get your feet wet for most of it. And if you have some waterproof boots, that's going to be even less of a problem. But so far I'm really enjoying the trail here. So you saw a little bit of it. It's nice and flat. There's not really that much elevation change so far because it is the North River Gorge Trail, so it's going to be following that North River most of the way on some nice flat ground. On the loop back, it is going to increase in elevation a lot, I think, because it gets up onto the ridgeline. But I'm anticipating that once I'm there, it's going to stay flat kind of on the ridgeline, and really the only other thing is going to be getting off the ridgeline. So overall, it's a really nice trail, really relaxed, and you can go at a pretty quick pace. You're not having to climb a bunch of stuff and scramble over rocks. The only difficult part really is kind of finding your way at the beginning. It starts off with yellow blazes, and I'm on a purple blazed trail now. I think it switched. I could be wrong, so I might not even be on the right trail, but hopefully I am correct with this. It seems to be the right trail. It's following the river like the trail does, I know. So I guess we'll see. Alright, well, I'm back, and I've been climbing this ridge now, Mount Hanky Panky, for I'd say about 2 miles maybe, but might be a little less than that. It feels always longer when you're going uphill. But my prediction earlier, if you'll recall, I said that I thought it would be steep for a little while. We'd get to the ridge line, and then it would be smooth sailing.
But I'm anticipating that once I'm there, it's going to stay flat.
I think I was wrong. This is pretty steep, and I've been climbing for a while. Oh, well, here we got some sort of crossroads going on. Maybe we'll be headed downhill now. You can see there, it says I'm on the Wild Oak Trail now. I'm not really quite sure if I'm off of the Gorge Trail right now, the North River Gorge Trail. That was purple blazes, and I'm seeing some white blazes now. So I'm not quite sure, but you know, it said 6 miles, so I'm back at a road, so yeah, if anything, at least I'll know from there I can get to my car and head on back. But even though I'm tired of climbing uphill, it's been a really great experience so far, and I'd love to come back here and camp. If you just look, there's some great camping spots. This would be absolutely wonderful to wake up to in the morning. So I might have to come back with the roommates, you know, Sean, John, and camp up here sometime. So right now I've finally arrived at the first real view of this hike, and let me tell you, this is gorgeous. And I don't mean to say there haven't been views before. They've kind of been smattered about here and there. You can kind of get peaks of like what's beyond the trees, but usually there's some stuff in the way. This though, you can see I'm on the edge of a rock right now. Just looks out over this whole valley. It's really beautiful right now, and we're having just wonderful, wonderful weather. I'm really enjoying this. So crisp and cool. The rain ended up holding off, so none of that, and it's not even humid. It's just wonderful. There's a bit of a breeze, and I couldn't be happier right now. This is just absolutely perfect. God, I regret complaining about being uphill before. I really wish I had some trekking poles right now, because this is not fun. It is so steep. Going downhill, let me tell you, sucks just as much or more than trying to go uphill, because every dang step I take, my toes slam into the front of my boots, and Jesus, this is just not a pleasant situation. I will be happy when I get to some flat ground again. Alright, I will now freely admit it. I'm lost. I have no clue what road I'm on right now. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. This is absolutely foreign to me. I don't think I've seen this before, which is really weird because I thought I'd driven this whole road, so I don't know where I am. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I'm lost alone. But I'm hoping a car can come by and I can ask, hopefully hitch a ride, get back to the van. Basically I want to find Todd Lake, because that's real close to where the trailhead I started on is. But right now I just have no clue. Yeah, I ended up on the Mossy Oak Trail, or whatever it's called, something oak, Wild Oak maybe? That's the trail I ended up on. Not quite sure how that happened. The loop was supposed to come all the way back around, stay on purple, all the way back to where I started. But obviously, that's not what happened, but things don't often go according to plan, do they? And that's what makes life exciting, so here's to adventure. I'm lost alone, I'm lost alone. Oh, oh, oh. Oh man, now my shadow disappeared too. Well, would you look where I am? You would not believe it. I managed to somehow hitch a ride with the nicest guy I've ever met. He was just so nice, and he wasn't even going the right way. He completely turned around for me. I didn't even ask. He asked if I wanted to ride. It was just unbelievable. I was so turned around. I was not even remotely in the right place. I thought I was on the opposite end of the forest. Turns out I was on the complete other end. I was all turned around, going the wrong way. I don't know what was up with the trails I was on. I guess it goes to show that you should always use a map, no matter how easy you think it's going to be, because I thought that these trails were going to be really clearly blazed, and that was not the case at all. But took a gamble, and I guess in the end you could say it paid off, because you know, I got to meet this amazing man. He had some kids with him, just the nicest dude, and really I couldn't have asked for a better adventure. It's been great.